as well as improve the general living conditions of Nigerians. President Buhari insisted that the cuts by the lawmakers could render the implementation of the budget impossible. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has restored 95,000 Hajj slots to the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, ahead of the 2023 Holy Pilgrimage. The Assistant Director of Information and Publications, NACON Musa Obendawaiki, said this in a statement today in Abuja. He said the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah has granted Nigeria its usual allocation of 95,000 slots in 2023 Holy Pilgrimage. It said the hopes of many prospective Nigeria pilgrims to perform the 2023 Hajj may have been answered as the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah has approved the pre-COVID-19 allocation to NACON. Obadowaiki said the good news was announced by Mahuddin Al-Wani, the Director General in charge of Hajj commissions at the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah, during a preparatory meeting for Hajj via video conference with the chairman of NACON, Malam Zukrullah Hassan. Other guidelines released for the 2023 Hajj by the ministry included the removal of age barrier or limit and cancellation of PCR tests for the Hajj. And on the sporting arena, the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, said the ministry is working in collaboration with the Nigeria Football Federation to re-engineer and rebuild the country's football league that will produce players which will form the nucleus of the senior national football team, the Super Eagles. Mama San Uba has details of this and other sports updates.
According to the Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare, the interim management committee headed by Benga Elegbeleye and set up by the Nigeria Football Federation is working on the modalities to re-engineer and rebuild the domestic league, the Nigeria Professional Football League (NPFL), to regain its lost glory and be at par with global standard. In another update, President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated the Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare, on the chieftaincy title of Sarkin Wasanni to become part of him by the Emir of Daura, Alhaji Dr. Umar Faruk Umar, tomorrow in Daura, Katsina State. President Buhari, in a release by his special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adeshina, said the title was well deserved as the Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare, has contributed immensely to sport development in Nigeria. Describing the honor by the Daura Emirate Council as well deserved, the President noted that the Sarkin Wasanni of Nigeria is given to Dare not only for his contribution to sport development in Daura Emirate, but across Nigeria. The President also commended Dare for spearheading spectacular accomplishment in the ministry, which helped shift the focus to sport as a business and no longer mere recreation. Meanwhile, Super Falcons and Barcelona star Azizat Oshola officially received her Pichichi Award for finishing as the top scorer during the 2021-2022 Spanish Premier Division Women's League. The Nigerian international netted 20 goals during the campaign to beat Real Madrid's Jesse Ferreira to the award in May at the league top scorer. Similarly, members of the Atlas Lions of Morocco and officials received royal award from the country's monarch, King Mohammed IV, following the team's impressive performance at the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup. Following the team's arrival from Qatar yesterday, King Mohammed, in company of his sons, Prince Moulay El Hassan and Prince Moulay Rashid, hosted the players, their mothers, coaching crew and the country's football federation, Saudi Lakja in Rabat. Muhammad Sanuba, Freedom Radio.
The global news is coming to you from Freedom Radio 99.5 FM. You can send your comments, opinions, and watch us live on Freedom Radio Nigeria on Facebook.com. You can get the link to the page on our website, freedomradionig.com, or call us through this number 082 444163. Welcome back. You're still listening to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM with Hawa Adam Kiawa. The Federal Road Safety Corps said it has deployed 1,283 regular and special marshals across Kano State to ensure free vehicular traffic during and after the Yuletide. A statement issued by the state sector commanders, the Beiro Matu in Kano, said that the Corps had also deployed 21 patrol vehicles, 5 ambulances, and 1 heavy-duty truck for special operations for December 15th to January 15th. The statement said all necessary arrangements have been made on aggressive special patrol operations towards ensuring crash-free and smooth traffic flow during the Yuletide period and beyond. The state sector commander noted that the FRSC personnel have been deployed along the major routes that links Kano to other neighboring states, which with much emphasis on Kano-Wudil-Dutse corridor, Kano and Zaria corridor as well. He stated that everyone found committing traffic infractions, which includes overloading violations, speed violations, failing to install speed limiting devices on commercial vehicles, driving with expired or worn out tires, use of cell phones while driving will be punished. He also called on the general public to report road traffic crashes and road obstructions to the nearest FRSC unit within the state. While wishing Christians in the state a happy celebration, the sector commander prayed their command will achieve zero death target during the Yuletide and beyond. Permanent voter card collections in Kano continue. Collectors here in Kano continue to lament over problems they're facing with their newly collected cards, especially incorrect details. Correspondent Halima Abu Saleh takes a look at the situation and files in this report.
Eligible voters continue flooding the National Electoral Commission (INEC) offices in Kano to file their complaints over the problems they are experiencing with their voter cards. The problems, according to them, include the change of information like names, pictures, age, and others. Freedom Radio speaks to some residents who have issues with their voter cards.
When I brought it back to the INEC officials to be fixed, and they told me I had to bring them a photocopy of the card before I can be able to get the new one. A piece of the lamination paper tore off, and
my issue is that my date of birth does not correspond with the national ID card. Voters card.
INEC spokesperson in Kano, Ahmed Muhammad Maulud, said voters were given time to come forward for any corrections during a stipulated time before voters' card distribution started.
Well, actually, we have pasted names in the registration areas, and after some times, we came back to all the 44 INEC offices in the 44 local government of Kano State. Some people came to say their objection or to say the corrections they have noticed in their card or in their registration. But I want to tell you that even despite all the enlightenment and the publicity we have given to that process, some people maybe traveled, they didn't know, or maybe some people, they are adamant, they thought maybe we are going to stay there taking the corrections until maybe close to election. Maybe that is why some people didn't turn out. But I want to assure you that we have made a very good enlightenment through whatever process we have gotten, even through the major stakeholders in the electoral process in Kano State. But nevertheless, I still want to assure people that we are going to do this correction immediately after the 2023 general elections.
INEC spokesperson said there would be no problems faced by people with faulty cards during the 2023 general elections.
I want to assure you that in partnership, whatever INEC is doing, it cannot be able to achieve its aims and objectives in the free, fair, and credible elections come 2023 without greater partnership with media houses, with NGOs, with civil society organizations, and even the political class. We have been partnering together with these organizations, and alhamdulillah, in Kano State, we are achieving a lot.
He further noted that the Commission will be collaborating with stakeholders in order for a free, fair, and credible elections. Halima Abu Saleh, Freedom Radio.
For tomorrow's weather forecast in some cities in Nigeria and parts of Niger Republic, here is the report.
Kano tomorrow morning is expected to have a clear sky and light wind at an average temperature of 12 degrees Celsius and later change to 17 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. Katsina will experience a clear sky and a gentle breeze at an average temperature of 14 degrees Celsius and later change to 17 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and a moderate breeze. Kaduna will have a clear sky and a gentle breeze at 16 degrees Celsius and later change to 20 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. Abuja is expected to have partly cloudy sky and light wind at 19 degrees Celsius and later increase to 25 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and light wind. Lagos will be misty and have light wind at 25 degrees Celsius and later increase to 27 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and light wind. Moving to Niger Republic, Maradi is expected to have a clear sky and a moderate breeze at an average temperature of 14 degrees Celsius and later change to 15 degrees Celsius with hazy and a moderate breeze. While Zinda will have a clear sky and a gentle breeze at 16 degrees Celsius and later give way to 18 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and a moderate breeze. Yerin Chatima, Freedom Radio.
And on business, we have Abdurrahman Hamisuna Medina with updates.
Domestic airlines under the aegis of the Airline Operation of Nigeria have warned Nigerians of impending disruption in scheduled flights operations due to the scarcity of aviation fuel, otherwise known as Jita-1. The AON, in a statement signed by its spokesman, Professor Biora Okonkwo, said the scarcity would force airlines to schedule flights, leading to late operations and cancellation in some cases. It stated that the unexpected development was a dent in airline operations and the industry, especially at this time of mass movement of people for Christmas and New Year festivities. The airline operators said they will do their utmost best to manage the situation and ensure safe flight operations and plead for the understanding of the traveling public in the circumstance. Meanwhile, the federal government said it is working to ensure that all local and international oil companies return to full capacity production of crude oil in Nigeria. Major oil producers in Nigeria have drastically cut down on crude oil production due to the widespread vandalism of pipelines and oil theft in the Niger Delta region by criminals. The decision of the oil companies have affected the volume of daily crude oil production, leading to a huge revenue loss for the country. But reports said that in the last few months, the improved security surveillance along the major crude oil corridors has helped to improve oil output from about 900,000 barrels per day in the September to between 1.4 and 1.6 million barrels per day in December. Abdurrahman Hamis Namadina, Freedom Radio.
And on the foreign scene, the Gambia's government says it has thwarted an attempt to stage a coup. In a statement said 4 soldiers had been arrested and 3 alleged accomplices were on the run. Reports say that it is unclear who exactly was behind Tuesday's attempt to overthrow President Adama Barrow, who won a second term in elections last year. The Gambia is a largely peaceful country in West Africa, which is popular with holidaymakers because of the beaches and wildlife. President Adama Barrow defeated long-serving President Yahya Jammeh in a shock election victory in December 2016. And with this, we've come to the end of today's Global News. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Hawa Adam Kiawa. Have a wonderful evening.
Freedom Radio.